Hi, I wanted to hop online today to see how you're all doing, to check in with you and find out how your week has started. And I want to focus today in this video on the things that have worked and the things that have worked in your household for you and your family and your children. Now, I talked about having a routine, and if you are having a routine, to stick to it, but to really important, make sure that you are being flexible. And that's actually worked really well in my household with my two teenagers. And talking about the fact that, try if you can to follow your normal school routine. Now, all of last week, my two teenagers really found it difficult to get up and out of bed at the normal school routine time, but I was flexible and just sort of remained calm, and actually it made a difference, and it gave us all time to adjust. This is a completely new situation for everyone, for us as parents, for our children, for teachers, for all of us. So like any new situation, it takes time to adapt and to adjust. And in fact, my two teenagers this week have been up and out of bed early and working, in fact, at their normal school time. Now, I have a secret weapon, so my motivator to get them up and out of bed, and actually they didn't realise that it was my motivator, but my motivator was to make them a really nice breakfast. So when I made my really nice breakfast in the morning, made them some as well, and just said, "Oh, I've made you breakfast if you want to come down." And they were downstairs, dressed and ready, nice and early. So it made a big difference, and it's a really good tip that for children and teenagers, food can be a great motivator. Now, we talked before about your routine or timetable, schedule, whatever you've named it in your house, and something that's really important that you may have sort of discovered already, but is to make sure you include your child's opinion in the plan, in the schedule. Make sure they have a say in what's going to go into their day, and even what order it is. So if they're going to do reading or a particular subject, it's a really good idea to give them a say and let them have an input into how their day is planned, because they're much more likely to follow it and just go with the flow, really. Now, I've also mentioned that you are there to support your child, and obviously some children will need more support than others, but it's really important that you know that your children will need support, but there will be times when they need space as well. And you know your children better than anyone, so take your lead from them. And if it's a time when you're trying to do work with them and they're feeling frustrated or getting agitated, then that would be a time to take a break and do something different, change of scenery, do something fun, just to calm the situation down. Something I think is really important, and I didn't mention before, was to ensure that you talk to your child and your teenager about the coronavirus. Now, obviously there's lots on the news, and they hear us talking, they hear adults talking, and children are very good at making or finding their own reality if they don't know the facts, if they don't know what's happening. So it's a really good idea if you can talk to your child about the coronavirus, because you know your child and you can talk to them at a level of understanding that you know is right for them. Now, something also that could help, and actually it's been really good in my household, is older siblings helping younger siblings, or younger siblings helping older siblings, whichever way round it is, if they need a bit of support with their work. And when we were sat in our house having a meal together yesterday, my daughter mentioned that she was finding some of her physics homework difficult, and my son, who's in sixth form, said, "Well, I'll help you." Now, obviously I know that this this won't work in every household, and I was really surprised that it worked in mine, and it worked yesterday and today. Might not work tomorrow, but whilst it works, it's a great tip and a great strategy to help make life easier at home. Something that's really worked for my daughter, who is 14, she's in year 10, she has had Skype calls with her friends or WhatsApp video calls where they're all online together, so they get to socialise, they get to see each other, they get to chat, and they do their work together, which is a great way and a great motivator for them to get their work done. And it's been really good, and obviously it keeps them connected with their friends as well when they can't see each other. And something that relates to my earlier point as well about helping your children or siblings helping each other, try if you can to check in with your children, especially if they're older children and they're maybe working more independently. Just check in with them that they understand the work they've been given, and that they might, they don't need, if they need some help, they might need to contact their teacher, or they might need some help from you or a brother or sister, but they might not say anything. So it's a really good idea to check in with them as well. Now, these are the things that I know have helped in our house, and I know will help in all households, but these are the things that have worked. Now, I'd really be interested to hear from you the things that have actually worked in your household. You may have things that have worked that I haven't mentioned, so please get in touch and let me know the things that have worked for you. Lots of you have been in touch with me and asked for my advice on various things, and obviously I'm here and I can still help you do what I do online, via Skype, via Zoom, via telephone. So please get in touch, I can help you. But I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know what's worked for you. I hope this has helped. Thank you.